After a dramatic and competitive regular season in the ACC, it all comes down to this: the conference championship game, a battle for the trophy that also carries serious college football playoff implications. Welcome to Death Valley, the home field of the Clemson Tigers. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Kirkstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Crosses the 45. They get him to the ground, but an explosive running play there.
The old toss play, man. This is a play that used to be so popular in college football when teams ran out of the I formation. Nowadays, you can pretty much run the toss out of almost any formation. But the key is still sealing the edge, whether it's your tight end or your offensive tackle. Got to seal the edge to be able to allow your back to get to the corner.
On the run, it's Hardy. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. On the run here. Let's it go. The pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They finally make the stop, but a huge gain sets up a 1st and goal.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get real excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
And the Tigers line up with a 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Ball back at the 10-yard line now for 2nd and goal. To bootleg here. Moves out of the pocket. Rolls into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Just getting settled into this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Kurt.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
And manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
That completion makes it second and short. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to throw. It's Carr. Grabbed by the receiver.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Price. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Makes the catch. It's Price.
Boy, it's one of the things I love about this running back. It's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. Oh, the pass rush gets home.
Boy, a great play here by a Clemson defender. It makes you think of all these great Clemson defenders they've had over the years, like The Fridge or Daquan Bowers, Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, and of course, most recently, Miles Murphy, who got drafted just a few years ago. Always great defensive lineman, allows this defense to be athletic. And with players like this, it's just a defense you do not want to face.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Handing off on the draw play. Wow, juke the first tackler. That was enough to make the first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they can.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Pass complete on a crossing route. They bring it down to the 38, but that's good enough for a first down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The quarterback appears to be changing the play. Running with purpose. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He's got a man down the middle.
This is why this Clemson offense is so tough to defend. You get caught up in the running game, the threat of the quarterback as a potential run threat. You leave yourself one-on-one, and then he can make these throws downfield to dynamic playmakers on the perimeter.
The Tigers will try to keep this drive moving. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for his big tight end. He's wide open. Look out. You're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter. A fun conference championship battle in the early going. Deadlock at the end of the first. Let's check out the stats real quick. And as we move to the second quarter, we hope these teams will build on a promising start. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the Tigers come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. On the move now. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
The Tigers will line up here on first down and goal. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense facing second and goal. Play fake, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his move. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Game moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tigers. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution on that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Caught behind the line. It's Price. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
And the sophomore, a little bit too much air into that throw.
Oh, man, I really like the route here by this wide receiver. Does a nice job of separating, creates some space there. The quarterback, unfortunately, just puts that ball too far out in front of him.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Throwing for his running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Well, they need 8 yards on 4th down to keep this drive going. To throw, it's Carr. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, but the defender a little too aggressive here. That should result in a first down. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly 4th down penalty on the defense. Direct snap to the back. Oh, there's the stiff arm. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. That's caught. It's Price. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Ah, here he goes. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Makes the catch. Makes a nice move there. Tackle is made at the 4. It'll be first down and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. The back's got it on a counter. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Offense comes up 2nd and 8. That running game not producing much on the first down play. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Moves out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go. Got a man open, hits him right in stride.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And the quarterback dropping back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Breaks into the open. At the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense contributes 6 points.
We talked to him during the week, and he told me he was a high school corner. And I can see why. He's got tremendous ball skills to make that play and then to be able to take it all the way back for a touchdown. Just outstanding.
You knock through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's got it inside the 15. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage.
And your Clemson Tigers will take over 1st and 10.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he rolls out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The gain moves the ball to the 39. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll try the left side with a toss. Breaks free. He's brought down out at the 36.
You know, a toss play just starts with the offensive line, whether or not they can set the edge on the outside, whether it's a tackle or a tight end in that same direction. If they do that, you're going to have positive yards. If you can't set that edge, play's going to blow up.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. On the move now. He lets it go on the move. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string, but just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. The QB keeper all the way. He'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Using his legs on the scramble. The freshman QB shows his toughness. Picks up the first down himself.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Gonna run it. It's Hardy. There's a stiff one. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. It's a bootleg looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually that's going to cost you.
Critical moment of this conference championship. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Breaks into the clear. They make the tackle, but the offense set up with a first down in the red zone. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Clemson now operating in the red zone. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Clemson. Methodical but effective, Kirby. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
Automatic on the PAT. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So they'll just take a knee here, and that will send us to halftime. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Notre's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to begin the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. Trying to get something going early here in the second half and jump on top. Pulls it in. It's Price. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
One play, and they're already past the 40. First and 10. To the air. It's Carr. Pass is caught. Breaks loose at the 45. They drag him down after a big gain. Ball moved all the way to the 38. The offense really clicking here. It's a draw to the back. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Caught near the sticks. It's Price. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, great job here by the quarterback to find the running back out of the backfield. That'll earn his team a new set of downs.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And he drops back in the gun. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
And he can't hold on right in his hands, and he dropped it.
What a call here by this offense, and unfortunately, the receiver drops this drag route. So much real estate in front of him, a big gain missed by the drop.
Back to throw again. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And that will give them the lead now. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Looking to scramble. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense had everything covered downfield. The quarterback tries to check it down, but how about the defensive speed to be able to sniff that out?
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Now here's the toss play. Fights through a tackle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Receivers are bunched together. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes the catch downfield. The tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. Picks up the first down and still going. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
God, I love to see a quarterback willing to put his life on the line for his teammates. What a job here of picking up the first down, taking that big hit, and going right back to the huddle. You can see his teammates patting him on the back.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They'll run it here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
After the 2nd down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a 1st down and goal.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. On the option. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, Chris, you don't see this very often. Pitching it to a receiver on the option, and the defense had no idea that he was in play. Takes it to the house for a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw. It's Carr. A deep shot to the left side. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. A huge gain moves the ball to the plus 22. Great scoring position now.
What a great throw here and an even better catch by this Notre Dame wide receiver. And Chris, let's be honest. If Notre Dame's going to become this top 5 team, this consistent brand, this is where they've got to make their biggest strides. The ability to make plays downfield and have the speed to be able to play with the big boys in college football.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Heck of a ride through a very competitive first 3 quarters if you check out some of the stats here. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Flanagan. And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Irish. They jump on top now here in the fourth. This passing game is on fire. The quarterback cannot be stopped. With the conference championship on the line, he's delivering.
Yeah, he's in sync right now with his wide receivers. But, man, my attention seems to be more on the defense. What in the world are they thinking? You can't just allow this quarterback to sit back there and throw. You've got to be able to put pressure on him, or he's going to continue to throw touchdown after touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. Play action here on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Getting set. Here's second down. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Good misdirection play right here. A lot of coordinators around the country like to throw that play in there just to kind of keep the defense guessing.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Caught on the outside. It's Moore. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
Hey, you're trailing late in a game like this. You're looking to get the ball thrown to the outside on the perimeter, make a nice catch, pick up positive yards, and then get out of bounds. If that defense is going to give it to you, take it every time.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Brown. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
So, second down after the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught by the receiver. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Interesting decision to go with a screen pass here in the fourth quarter, trailing. I think the defense is aware that you're going to be back there throwing the football, and they were locked in and anticipating that screen and kept it to a short game.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. Oh, man. Catch made. Big play.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. Trying to run, it's Hardy.
Second down.
The conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Looking to pass here on second down. Bringing pressure. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Here we go. Conference championship game comes down to this. The offense got to make a play here with time winding down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. conference championship is at stake. Can the offense step up here in the final minutes? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
Design quarterback run. Defense ears pinned back. They tackle him right there at the 3. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Less than 2 minutes from a conference championship. Can they keep the football and secure the win? Dropping back, it's Carr. It's an out route, the catch made. Finding some room at the 25. He's in the clear. Across the 40. They bring him down, but that first down should be enough to clinch the conference championship. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. The quarterback will just take a knee here. Now, it's always a special year and a moment these players will never forget. They can call themselves champions of the ACC. With everything they put into it, now the spotlight will get even brighter. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out how they'll fare against the other best teams in the country. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.